but I really just need to like get the self-discipline together and lock in, okay? Lock all the way in. Oh, y'all, okay, possibly back again with another video. I am finally about to do my hair. It is long overdue. Whew. That's embarrassing. I definitely forgot that I had this ponytail on. Here we go. Whew. So the curls still look pretty decent, but a lot of the curls have dropped, and it's been over a month since my hair has been washed. So, oh, it is kind of cute, but no, I need to do it real bad. Plus, I got a video I need to shoot for Instagram and TikTok or whatever, so I need to do it. And I want to do a hot oil treatment on my hair just because I colored it, and just to make sure my hair isn't like screaming for help. So that's what is about to go down. I'm going to wash it off camera, and then once it comes to styling it, yeah, then that's when. So we'll do a little style with me slash chit chat. This is literally, I think 2 days later. Yeah, 2 days later. When I tell y'all I'm so tired, like, tired might not even be the word for real. I am exhausted. Literally exhausted. It's not even funny. So first off, this is what I have so far. I definitely did start off camera because I just knew it was going to take forever, which it has been taking forever. Granted, it's been taking forever because I have been trying to make some of my locks a little bit more neat, because they wasn't giving neat, they were just giving no. And what else was I doing? Combining a couple locks, which again is a very precise thing. Like, it's not as easy as you might think. I think it gets easier over time, but it was not a quick, simple little thing or whatever. What else was I doing? Being a mom, being tired, like tired. So which really just goes into me doing a little chit chat while I finish this last bit. Yeah, so SJ just turned 5 months yesterday, and I don't know if it was the 5 month blues or what, but this boy was not trying to sleep. Like, you see this needs to be neat. Like, I don't like that. Like, I used to really like the frizz, but I want my locks to be clean. And when I do the palm rolling thing, it don't be helping. So anyway, I don't know if it was the 5 months blues or what. What is this dirt in my hair? Anyway, he was not trying to sleep last night. So granted, we did not get into bed until after 3, I think it was, after 2, because we was watching Squid Games. So that threw things off. But I will say, even though that's the case, he was sleeping in my arms, so he was asleep. It's not like he was just up, you know, chilling and stuff or whatever. So afterwards, when we got back and went to the bed, I had to pump. So I pumped. What else did I do? I pumped. wash my face, brush my teeth, you know, the usual, right? That looks a lot better. It's not as puffy. Wash my face, brush my teeth. I laid down. Y'all, tell me what, I laid down and I felt myself, I'm like this. I felt myself going into a deep sleep. Guess who woke up? I said, bro, you have got to be kidding me. So we literally played a game of cat and mouse for hours. Okay, hours. Every time I would lay back down from putting him in the bassinet, it wouldn't take more than 10 minutes and he would start fussing. And I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so tired. He would just start fussing. So then I was like, you know what, I can't, I'm literally exhausted. So I tried to like hold him for him to go to sleep. No, he kept fussing. And I was like, okay, he just gonna have to sleep in the bed. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't. So I got him situated to go to sleep. He was like this, spitting out his passy. I'm like, bro, why are you doing this to me? And he literally did that for so long. So he had to get another bottle at what time? 5:30, I think it was. Yeah, he had to get another bottle at like 5:30, 5:45. And I did not go to sleep until like 4 something. Yeah. So that means that we were playing cat and mouse for at least a couple hours. Because I said, by the time I looked at the clock, I said, dang, I'm only going to get an hour and a half for real of sleep before I have to get up again to pump. Granted, I don't feed him in the middle of the night. Sean does. And so either way, I had to get up to pump though. But I was just like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, he was just not happy. He was just screaming, crying. I said, dude, come on. So that was that. And then he did the same thing this morning when he woke up. He was just fussing and crying. And I said, you got a big dude. I let Sean deal with it because I was too tired. I said, I literally cannot. So Sean was taking care of him, even though he was doing the same thing that he was doing to me. It was a lot. It was a lot. I don't know why he was fussing like that, but I hope it's not a pattern of what is to come at 5 months. But because not even the 4-month sleep regression was this bad. Like, I think he in there either fussing or grunting right now. I feel like it wasn't taking him that long to fall asleep a few weeks ago. And now he just in there playing around and like, boy, take your butt to bed. But besides that, postpartum thus far, since I am now officially 5 months postpartum, has not been bad. I will honestly say the worst parts were in the beginning when he was still like a newborn. Those was the nights where I'm like, okay, boy, shedding a few tears, just overwhelmed and overstimulated for real. But those days are, I don't want to say over, but you know, I will say I've had like only not a couple of days, but I've had some days like that, just because, you know, you want to know what's wrong with your baby. And when you can't tell what's wrong with your baby because everything you're trying isn't working, that's not a good feeling. You just feel sad for them, you know. I will say one of the hardest things really is the what do you call it, the body change. Oh, excuse me, I guess you can say, like, I did not have a snapback. Like, I've been a thick girl, so the snapback, no. It's easy for me to carry weight in my stomach area, so my stomach expanded for 9 months. Psh, was all my stomach needed to be like, bet. Okay, just wait. I have been working out for since March, April to May to June, almost 4 months now. I haven't, well, for a while I wasn't like super consistent. I was a bit, you know, I fell off for a little bit just because time got in the way, but I've been trying. And that's how I was just feeling sad because I did not know what was wrong with him. And I just, you know, I don't want to see him sad or hurt or screaming because he's uncomfortable and stuff. So that's really the only other thing that, you know, caused me to be sad or just overstimulated or whatever. But other than that, I'm trying to make sure this is as even as possible. Other than that, it hasn't been terrible, especially because, thank God, because I know a lot of people don't have it. I have a great support system who is, you know, willing to pitch in and to help out. So I definitely have been appreciative of that because they make it a lot easier, because this is not easy. But, you know, it is what it is. Just take it one day at a time, for real. That's all you can do. Do y'all think this is... I think it is coming out pretty cute. Anyway, yeah, I've been really trying, but ooh, this sweet tooth, y'all, is really out of control. Really out of control. Because I feel like if I wasn't eating sweets like at all, then I would be where I want to be. But y'all, that's why I'm not trying to look at it as a snapback. I'm just trying to look at it as a body rebrand, because this is a rebrand. I am not who I was 14 months ago. So, you know, my body is going to be different regardless on if I, you know, get into the body size or the weight that I want. Ooh, there we go. Let me go check on this baby. But I really just need to, like, get the self-discipline together and lock in, okay? Lock all the way in, because summer gonna be over sooner rather than later. But regardless of that, I just don't want to, one, feel uncomfortable in certain clothes, and two, I don't want to look at my body and be like, ugh, you know, because that, I have moments like that, for real. Because this is literally the biggest that I've been. Granted, I'm not super big, but again, I'm just not used to it, so it's an adjustment period for sure. Look at that bun. All right. This is really taking longer than I wanted to, especially for me to be as tired as I am. And it's getting hot in this bathroom. Oh my gosh, another thing, this face. So during my entire pregnancy, okay, during the first half of my pregnancy, when I was like super tired, I was not trying to do anything. First of all, I would barely be able to brush my teeth because it made me gag so bad, like so bad. I could barely do that. I could barely, well no, I definitely couldn't scrape my tongue because it would just make me want to throw up. So brushing my teeth was already a task. So I was not washing my face in the morning at all because I was just so tired. And by the time I would feel like getting up, there was no point. So I was really only washing my face at night and just calling it a day. So because that was working for me, I just decided to continue to do that throughout my whole pregnancy. Just wash my face at night, and it was working, and my skin was loving it. Like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're glowing. And my skin just, you know, stayed clear doing that. So I said, whatever, it is what it is. So that lasted up until recently. My face is showing all the way out. It's literally showing all the way out. It's so embarrassing. Like, I don't know what to do. First of all, one thing about my skin, if I get a pimple, I'm going to break out. I mean, I'm going to get a dark spot. That's just how my face has always been. I've been putting on the pimple patches, but sometimes the pimple patches don't get it all. So then I just end up popping the pimple. Because what else am I supposed to do? So I have 1, 2, 3. This one over here, like, dude. This one down here has been showing out. I'm not feeling it. Like, so if you have any recommendations of facial cleansers to fight acne or fight, you know, breakouts or whatever, please let me know. Please go ahead and comment that below, because the girl is struggling. I just feel like the one that I'm using now, it was working and it is working, but it's not necessarily like fighting the pimples like I wanted to. So that's the downside. So I need something strong. I need all the real ones to the front.
Everybody, but you isn't anybody. You get me difficult, so I let you see my body. Burning, and now we don't speak it all. Now I'll be ready. Still it was worth it. I go on again. I can love everybody, but you isn't anybody. You get me difficult, so I let you see my body. And now we don't think it over. Now I'll be getting on. Still with I go on again. I can love everybody, but you isn't anybody. You get me difficult, so I let you see my body. And now we don't think it over. Now I'll be getting on. Still with working. I go on again. To see my body, now we don't think it over. Now I'll be getting on. Still with working. I'll go on again. I can love everybody, but you isn't anybody. You get me difficult, so I let you see my body. Now we don't think it over. Now I'll be getting on. Still with working. I'll go on again. I can love everybody, but you isn't anybody. You get me.
Little story time. So at my grandfather's house, ooh. Okay, so at my grandfather's house, which was my mother's childhood home, she had a picture of Anita Baker. And you know, I always saw it every time we would go over there or whatever. And I don't know, somewhere, somehow, I just started liking Anita Baker. And then, you know, put the two and two together, that was the picture of the lady in my mama's room. Well, fast forward to now, my mama don't fool with her no more, because she did her farewell tour, the first farewell tour, and she skipped Detroit, which is her hometown. So does she have a right to be upset? Yes, but at the same time, if Anita Baker is playing in the car, my mom's going boop, skip every time. Like the the other day, it was playing and I was singing along. She gonna be like, "Can I skip this song?" I said no. While I said no, I'm singing along. Why she skip it anyway? She said, "Well, I asked." Yes, you asked, but I also said no. She did not play with her, because she just felt like she betrayed the city. Because why would you not come to your hometown? Weirdo. I get why she's upset, especially, you know, that's somebody that you didn't like since childhood. Like, why would you not come to your hometown? But she ended up coming to her hometown the second time around. But usually, why are you having, you know, I don't know, a lot of these artists be having multiple farewell tours, and it's like, well, it's not really farewell if you're coming back. It's more of a see you again tour. I'm almost done though, so that's the good thing. But back to Anita, I love her voice. Her music just makes you feel good. It's just so nostalgic. So even if she betrayed the city and did not come to Detroit that first time, I can't just like not listening to her music like my mama, which I think secretly, when I don't be in the car, my mama be actually listening to her music. She'll never admit it though. Anyway, back to postpartum. back to like the weight loss, whatever you want to call it, postpartum body rebrand. I just feel like the thing I need to work on for real is not comparing my journey or comparing somebody else's weight loss postpartum to other people's, because if somebody is losing weight faster than me, and let's say like, you know, we had a baby around the same time, I'd be like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be a little hurt, just a little bit, because we're all different and all of our journeys aren't going to be the same. So we are in a pickle. I definitely have an uneven number left. What am I gonna do? Why does this stuff happen to me? I'm gonna really have to finesse this some kind of way. Really gonna have to finesse this. But yeah, that's not fair for me to hate on them, because they, you know, are locking in, and like I said, everybody's bodies is different, so our journeys aren't going to look the same. All I can do is focus on myself and, you know, just keep it pushing. But my baby did just give me a Pilates little bar to do at home, so it's really time to lock in. Time to lock in, okay? Complain about my postpartum journey thus far. The best part about it, of course, is my baby and being a mother, a mom, a mommy, a mamacita. That's really the best part about it. I can't complain about that part, because I love that little baby so much. I never knew how much I could love a human being until I had SJ. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Is this cute? I need to do my makeup, but is this cute for real? Yeah, no, maybe. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm probably not gonna take it out because this was a lot of work. But anyway, if I do my makeup, then I will see y'all then, because I'll come back once my makeup is done.